This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Pat S. How are you doing, Pat? Shellback TJC. Brandon, Looney Tunes Fan 2000. Good morning. Good morning. Snortopoopus Cuber, my favorite polar bear in YouTube. Darian Munchausen. Good morning. Claude Saline. How you doing there, brother? Psychodorp 9. Toddy snoring in my chair. Morning, y'all. Good morning, Psychodorp 9. The mad doctor of disaster and destruction. Adega Outlaws here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Adega. The lady, Arwen Avalon. Good morning, Gun Buddy. Bunny's got a gun, right, Dave Bob?
Yeah.
Bunny's got a gun.
Bunny's got a gun.
My two dark side nuts. Good morning. How are you doing? Claude Saline. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Dave G Sound. How are you doing, brother? Project Storytime. Mark the Infinitely Tired and Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches. The three members of the Wrenches of Ragnarok. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? It is so good to see you. DJ Ronnie G. Good morning, my friend. Hope you are. It's Friday. It is freaking Friday. Dean Krantz. Good morning. Daryl, the Derelict Greetings program. How are you doing, Daryl? Good morning, Ryan Roger Ape. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing? Always love to hear from you. Always love watching videos, brother. You've got talent up and coming. Captain Shrek, good morning. My friend, how are you doing? Good morning. Asaj Melody. Good morning there, sir. It is so good to see you. Little announcement before we get started this morning. There will not be a late show. I will make this announcement again at the end of the show this morning. There will not be a late show. I was up till 6 a.m. I have done something to my right leg. I couldn't sleep. I was on the couch all night. It was that bad that I couldn't sleep. I was laying there. I finally put some like biofreeze all over my thigh, and I got like an hour nap before the show. So yay me. I'm wired. I've got Dr. Pepper.
You should have put Picard on.
Oh yeah, that'd put me to sleep right away. But Agnes, you can't be the ball queen. Bullshit. Absolute total bullshit. I don't want to talk about Picard.
No.
God, you want to get me ranting and raving and burning shit down this morning? We can talk about Picard. Good Lord, what a shit show. Paramount is dying. Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp is in full swing. And Elon Musk has pulled out his big dick and he's going to buy Twitter.
Heads are exploding all across the universe.
My God, I have never seen as much reen as I have over the past 2 days watching the blue check marks and the blue-haired Landwells go absolutely positively nuts with the news that Musk can buy Twitter. I've seen all kinds of shit. You know, one of the craziest things I saw was some crazy dumb bitch said, Musk has $300 billion. There are 8 billion people in America. He could give each one of them $1 billion if he wanted. And I was like, to math does not compute there. I do not think that you mean what you say you mean. I do not think you understand what you say you mean. Yeah, I felt like Indigo from Princess Bride. I do not think you know what you say you know and you say you say.
Oh, the hyperbole and all the moaning and groaning going on. That one guy, it will be World War III if he gets a hold of Twitter. And I'm sitting there thinking, I wonder how that's going to work.
Oh, 6. Listening while driving, sending long, slow, wet kisses to everyone. Thank you, 6. Thank you. Thank you so very much. All those kisses. I've made an offer. That's right. That's right. Go ahead and refuse that offer. Well, it's not enough. It's not enough per share. And yeah, you go ahead and hit that poison pill button. See what happens. See what happens to Twitter. No matter what, Twitter is going to get sold.
Oh, they're going to get something. I mean, if he doesn't get it, it's going to tank so bad that just about anybody could take it over.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's insane because I see this going on and it's like, you can't take it from us. You can't take Twitter from us. You can't buy something we love and destroy it. Wait just a fucking second.
Yeah. Where have we heard that before?
Isn't that poetic irony? Max World Entertainment, good morning. Isn't that poetic irony? You can't take something that we love and destroy it.
Honestly, all he's wanting to do is just make it to where it is free speech, which is what everybody always says. They want free speech, but no, they don't want free speech. They want to control the narrative, and they want to be able to push their agenda, and they want to be able to keep voices down that are actually trying to help out and get the country going in the right direction. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the reason why they're not going to accept the offer. They're going to fight tooth and nail, is because the powers that be, the ones that are out there controlling everything, they will not let it happen, because Twitter is one of their biggest selling points, or their biggest talking points, a place where they control the narrative of the whole nation.
And Mansquatch, take my memes and take my take my blue check mark from me. Boil the sky and burn the sea. You can't take my Twitter from me. Sure I can.
Honestly,
Black gold, Texas tea.
Yeah. Honestly, if they don't do something with that offer, if they don't entertain it, and they're going to get their asses sued off.
That's right. That's right. And Roger Meyer and APE has the right idea. Free speech is a cancer for communism. That's right. Yep. Damn straight. Pat ass Dave Bob for vice president 2024.
I don't want it.
2030.
I couldn't deal with the politicians up there.
2028, 2032, 2036. You just keep voting. Just keep going. No, I don't know who can. Crazier people than I am. That's for damn sure. We don't normally talk about politics, but this is I don't know. Is Twitter politics?
You bet your sweet ass it is.
Explain to me how Twitter is politics. Not that I don't believe you, or that I'm just saying. Explain it to me.
It is controlling the narrative for a certain agenda. I'm not going to say, it's right, left, or in the middle, but there is a certain element in the world that are controlling the agenda because their point of view is what they're trying to get across, and they are blocking access to alternate points of view by selectively shutting people down that they don't agree with, kicking them off Twitter, kicking them off social media, and canceling them. That's just part of their agenda. Twitter is one of the biggest parts of their agenda to do this.
Showback TJC with a $2 super chat. Thank you so very much, brother. He says Elon will fight. Long live the fighters. Long live the fighters, brother. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Damn straight. So controlling the narrative. Twitter is controlling the narrative and what gets spun, what doesn't, because if they don't like what you have to say, they just wipe your ass out and take your ass off of there. I almost got my Twitter account deleted when I reposted a comment from Geeks and Gamers and Gary over at Nerdrotic that said all men must die.
Yep, I did the same thing, and they banned me or had me sit out until I deleted the post, and I called back. I told him, I said, that's a quote from a movie.
Yeah, TV show. Yeah, Game of Thrones. All men must die.
Yeah, TV show.
All men must die.
Which I never watched, but that's beside the point.
I believe our local Fezcat uses that in her intro now on Saturdays. All men must die.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing wrong with that. But yeah, they don't like what you're talking about. You're out of there. You're out of there, bucko. A lot of people use Twitter for networking. I love Twitter for networking. That's
really the only reason I use it at all. Because I'm going to tell you what, Twitter is a freaking cesspool, a sewer, the dregs of the freaking earth.
And it gets worse every year.
Yep.
But they're making it better. Psychonorf 9 with $5 super chat. I'd prefer if Elon fixes Twitter, flatlines it just as good.
Yep.
I have absolutely no argument with that. Or he could burn it down. Skull! See what I did there? We can just burn it. Yeah. Just burn it down.
I've decided Twitter doesn't like old cis white dudes because they sure as hell don't like me.
Why do I suddenly have the song My House burned down, my house burned down. Oh my God. Ryan Roger 8th, if I ever get banned, I will return and build a character like Overlord DVD. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, it could have happened. That may be part of his backstory. You never know, Ryan. You never know why he's the man in the mask. Was it some disfiguring accident?
Is he like Doom? Dr. Doom?
Did he have a lab accident and burn half of his face off or something? Or was he expelled from Twitter and YouTube and came back as Overlord DVD? You just don't know. Oh my God. Dave G Sound, I just use Twitter for messaging friends, so I'm not familiar with the whole Twitter's decisions affect me thing.
Yeah, I made a point. I made a post last night, just to all the people out there that are going crazy. I said, look, this Twitter ain't real life. Get out, see the world. Get out, smell the fresh air. Get out, get away from your keyboards, your phones and stuff, and just enjoy life a little bit.
Yep. Get out there and experience shit. Don't live on Twitter, folks. Don't live on Twitter. You know what? I did. I think I spent more time on Twitter last night because I couldn't sleep than I had in probably 2 weeks. I get on, I check my messages, I check my DMs. I might heart something. I might, retweet something, but usually that's about it. So, because it's mainly a networking tool.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't turn on, I don't even get on Twitter for days. I just use my, if somebody messages me, I'll get a notification in my email and then I'll go check it out. But
Badass says Dave Bob is like Shatner in that old Saturday Night Live episode.
Well, I'm not going to go that far. I don't have the talent that man has.
All the people that don't want Elon to take control of Twitter are discriminating against an African American. It's bigots.
Honestly, Elon Musk is a weird dude. There's no two ways about it. He's got Asperger's, but he is literally one of the smartest people in the world. He's a genius. There's no doubt about it. And he's bought into the climate change. He's pretty liberal himself and everything else. The only thing that they don't like about him is he is a free speech absolutist, and that terrifies them.
That's right.
Everything else, they line up with him, or he lines up with them. But that one thing right there is what just terrifies them.
Well, he also said this, and for all you content creators out there, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. He said, I am tired of the algorithm randomly picking one thing to promote and completely ignoring another. Everything should be there at your fingertips.
Damn,
you shouldn't have an algorithm telling you this is important to view and this is not, so don't show it to me.
Yeah, that algorithm is a product of their making, which is to promote their agenda.
And while it's not possible for him to buy YouTube from Google, imagine what that would be like. No algorithm, ladies and gentlemen, telling people what to watch.
Honestly, all of the big tech companies out there, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitter, YouTube, all of them, they're all pretty much in line with each other. They're basically a cabal. I'm going to come out and say it, a cabal.
Project Storytime says Twitter used to be fine, then Tumblr banned prawn and all those sickos came running to Twitter. Forbidden Ruin. No one can buy YouTube. Dave Bob, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Google would drain the bank accounts faster than the ink can be applied to the sales forms. And yeah, we can't hear you, brother. Oh, there you are. I can hear you now.
I haven't been talking.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you cut out. I thought I heard a click, and I was like, "You there? No."
I've been just sitting here listening to you for the last minute or so.
Darrow the Dare, like Elon Musk, is becoming the staple of a generation, just like his grandmother, Jovan Musk. If I'm a little edgy, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. What my leg is doing right now is saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Nope. Whoever buys YouTube would be working with a publisher that can't pay the creditors. Pretty much. Magic Mag agrees. Yes, I remember this. Twitter has been ruined by them. I had a Tumblr and that place went to crap. It's nothing but a virtue signaling platform. So let's talk turkey before we move on to the lovely Amber Turd. Let's say Elon buys it. He gets it. He gets control. And he's like, you know what? You're all history. I'm getting rid of you and we're going to do this my way. Do you think it can work?
Oh yeah, I think it can. Honestly, the fewer or the more of those blue check marks that leave the platform, the better it would be, because they're all threatening to leave if he gets on there. Bye. See ya. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Don't need you around. You're talking about a small vocal minority. That's honestly what's going to happen. My opinion.
And they're gone.
Yep.
And things get fixed. If he doesn't buy it, then I'm right now I'm sitting at probably like 95% sure someone else is going to buy it.
Well, it's like I said. It's not that he won't buy it; it's that he will not be allowed to buy it.
That's right. He will be shut down. Yeah, apparently the Saudi prince is voting against the sale because he said it's worth more than that. He wants top dollar for his shares.
That's bullshit. They're trying to cover something up. That's basically what it is.
I think it was like his price. Elon wants to pay $54 per share, and the Saudi prince wants $80.
Well, the thing about it is the $54 share is well above market price. I mean, well above it as it is. It's I forget how much percentage points above what the market price is right now. And the thing about it is if they don't do it, you're going to see that. And then what will happen is Elon will dump his, and you'll see what happens then.
That's right. Punk Waddle says when they try to shut down alternate sites, but then they feel like their space is being invaded and threaten to run off. That's right.
Yep.
I'll leave. That's what we did.
Nobody's forcing you to stay here. Nobody's got you chained to a wall.
Learn that's life. Guess what? Star Trek. Need I say more?
Yep.
Picard, STD, wonderful things like that. Strange new bedfellows. Yeah. The neat thing is that I'm hearing there are enough shareholders willing to sell that he can buy a majority of it. Chris Persia, if Elon does purchase TwitTwat, the blue check marks need to take their own advice, build their own platform, and unlike them, Elon would sabotage competition.
Yep. They don't want a level playing field. They want to be on top of a mountain and everybody else are at the bottom so that they can, roll boulders at them and stay on top. That's the reason that they're so terrified right now, because that would level the playing field.
Project Storytime says Elon showing interest in Twitter raised his stock price by about $20. It was on the down when he bought it, and because he bought it, it did go up, which is why he's offering $54, which would have been what the share price would be estimated at with an extra little kicker in there. So to him, it's like, well, this is around what price it was when I bought it. So
yeah, Star Trek
Musk.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Elon should buy Paramount, and then we'd have Star Trek Musk. Oh yeah, and we could have SpaceX built some of the first starships in Star Trek. Yeah, you totally do that.
Yep. Well, if Twitter's only worth $30 billion and he's offering 54, that's almost double what it's worth.
There you go. So, on to our next topic. Amber Heard's in some shit.
I hate to say it, but, Harpy's going to be a Harpy.
One of the things that was testified on cross-examination yesterday was Isaac Brooke, who said that he witnessed a confrontation between the two. Some of the dialogue here. Do you recall that Amber was in London, not actually New York? No, I thought she was in New York. And you recall that Mr. Depp was accusing Amber of sleeping with someone, right? There was somebody else in the room with her, and that's what they were arguing about. Are you sure Mr. Depp wasn't thinking there was someone in the room and she was trying to tell him there wasn't somebody in the room? A lot of back and forth, a lot of bullshit. But basically, Amber was saying, come on, baby, why you being like this? What are you doing? Come on, Johnny. There's no need. Why you being like this? And it was taunting. Because they were in the midst of no solution at that point. It would be, instead of taunting, saying, listen, John, let's talk tomorrow and let's end this conversation right now. And we'll talk tomorrow. We'll get to an understanding because there's not going to be any solution right now. There was none of that. It was just continuous. Ah, baby. And that kept going. Didn't hear the beginning. He didn't hear the beginning of the conversation. But basically what she's doing is she's goading him to keep fighting. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where a woman has goaded you continuously to keep fighting. It can be maddening.
Yeah.
Be absolutely positively maddening.
That seems to be one of her specialties too, that she has perfected, because not only with him, everybody that's been around her, talks about the way she treats people, and, she's always, talking down to them and treating them like crap. And that's pretty much anybody that works for her or anybody that she doesn't like.
Dean Krantz says Warner is feeling the heat for taking sides in a messy divorce. They paid Johnny not to work, and now it looks like they will reshoot a movie to remove her and pay her as well. They wanted to get rid of her in Aquaman 2, and they didn't. The head of their entertainment department was overruled by multiple executives saying, no, she's great, she's wonderful. He wanted to get rid of her because there was absolutely no chemistry with her and Momoa doesn't like working with her. I wonder why.
Yep. Honestly, I've never seen her in anything where she actually showed any great acting ability. She is mediocre at best and not good at worst. Now, don't get me wrong. She's a good looking thing, but pretty things in life will get you in trouble.
And Big Geek, let's talk. Sounds like what my ex-wife would do me. 11 years of just keep poking the bear. Any guy out there that's ever been in a relationship like that where it just never ends. It's constant. Yeah. Daryl the Derelict, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. My first wife kept goading me to keep fighting, and it was the only time I ever thought about hitting a woman. Yeah. And yes, Eastland Burkholder, men can do it too. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's not all one-sided.
There's a switch. But I've never experienced that because I've never dated a man. So in my experience, I have only met one woman that acted completely, absolutely, positively insane when it would come to an argument. There was no ending it. There was no stopping it. It was like she wanted physical violence. That is what she wanted, was physical violence. She would not be happy till there was physical violence. And she admitted it later. I just wanted you to treat me this way. And if I had to fight with you, and if I had to goad you, and if I had to push you into it, that's exactly what I was going to do. Because I wanted to be treated this way. And she wasn't getting what she wanted. She was never going to get what she wanted. Because she was never going to be happy no matter what.
There was that other article that said Depp's sister actually, whenever they would go anywhere, she would buy extra hotel rooms so Johnny could get away from her and her arguing.
And Pops has an amazing comment here. No offense to Snyderverse fans, but those casting directors should never get jobs again. Amber Heard, Ezra Miller, embarrassing. And that's not those aren't the only ones.
Nope.
Those aren't the only ones. Go look at Justice League. Go back and look at Justice League and look at all the drama surrounding Justice League, all the shit. All the shit surrounding Justice League.
Yeah, Cyborg had a pretty bad time of it. The guy that played Cyborg.
Look at how what's his name? Not Snyder, but the other one, the one that finished the movie. Whedon. Look at how Whedon treated
women.
Look at how he treated Wonder Woman. You'll never work in this town again. I'll completely fucking ruin you. You better do exactly what I say or I'll completely fucking ruin you. That whole thing was just and they were excited they got Whedon. They were excited they didn't have to deal with Zack Snyder anymore and they got Whedon. Can you imagine that? This is what they wanted. This is the kind of environment they wanted people to be in.
Yeah, there's no one person at fault on that with what's going on with the DCEU. And that brings up the point of right now what's going on over at Discovery and everything. And they're talking about revamping the whole thing.
So Hollywhack is full of weirdos. Absolutely. And Wheaton is a feminist. Go figure. That's right.
Yeah. He's a feminist as long as he gets his way.
So.
Yeah, classic. Some women are impossible to please, but the same way with men. I mean, it goes both ways.
Johnny Depp is one of those. It's almost like Jack Sparrow was written just for him.
Oh yeah,
that character, because he is kind of like, ooh. Go and look at his interviews and look at the way. It's like all of that is Johnny. It's like if Johnny Depp was a pirate, there you got it, fucking Jack Sparrow.
I've been watching Johnny Depp since pretty much his whole career, and the dude is weird. There's no two ways about it. He's a strange individual, but Amber's just knucking futz.
Absolutely. Go look at Johnny in Nightmare on Elm Street. Not even close to being the same person he is now.
Nope.
Not even close. We've talked about that before. We've talked about Tom Hanks. We've talked about other actors, actresses that are one way for a very long time. And suddenly it's like a switch has been flipped and they are not the same people they used to be.
Yep. 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Go back and look at 21 Jump Street. Look at him in 21 Jump Street. Look at him in Nightmare on Elm Street. And then watch an interview. I think he was on an interview in the UK. And you're just like, this is nowhere near your shape or form the same person. He wasn't even like that when he did Edward Scissorhands.
No.
Go back and watch him when he did Edward Scissorhands. It is almost like this is a different person that looks like Johnny Depp used to look. Tom Hanks is the same way. Go back and watch the old Tom Hanks movies. There is a light and a gift in that man that is, the smile may still be there, but there's something else. There's something else nobody knows about. There's something else that happened. Something is going on and it completely twists and turns them and they become something else. And a lot of them get hooked on drugs. Johnny parties. Johnny party, Johnny. It's one of the things they were fighting about in the deposition of some of the shit he said was, it's Johnny Depp. He parties. Pob said, I met Johnny Depp twice during Edward Scissorhands, and he was super nice to me, but he has issues. He was with crazy Winona Ryder at the time. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, he does tend to kind of gravitate toward crazy.
So. Punk, why don't I remember 21 Jump Street from years ago? Yeah, they tried to reboot it, and look what happened.
Yeah, they tried to make a comedy out of it.
Mm-hmm. No. Forbidden Ruin says everything you heard in the UK trial were her friends reading her and the ACLU scripts.
Well, you're always going to try to make yourself look better. there's fault on both sides. There's no two ways about it. But what she did and what happened to her and what happened to him are just totally two different sides of a coin. I mean, he's just pretty much stripped of everything, and she gets go on with her life and career without any adverse effects. Well, hopefully this right here will bring out what really went on, and everybody there. Like I said, there's blame for everybody in this situation. It's not just her, and it's not just him, but things were pretty much slanted her way the whole time.
Do you think that because of Me Too, because of hashtag Me Too movement, everything that happened with Johnny was pretty much ignored, and everything that happened to her was pretty much dragged in the spotlight? Like, this is what a broken, beaten woman looks like, but she didn't do anything to him.
Yeah, well, I'm sure his missing tip of his finger missing would have a little something different to say about that.
MBG Let's Talk says, I knew people in the military who would stay at work as long as possible and work as late as possible because home life was worse. And Magic Mags. I know Rakita's been all over this. Absolutely. E-Hacker, Rakita, so many good people have been all over this for like 2 years now. That umbrella guy, Tug, so many really good people have been all over this. Rakita said that JD has two good things going for him. One, everyone knows him and he's charming. Two, getting a jury trial is critical. They are hard to get for defamation. Yeah, where it's not just a judge's call. Rakita can explain exactly who she is. She'll instigate everything that happened. She thrives off the chaos she causes, then plays the victim. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, I've known a woman exactly like that. Got to instigate it, got to start it, and then thrives off of it, like they're getting off on it.
Well, that's one of the reasons why, the Me Too movement has got some bad players in it, and she's one of the worst. And the fact that she's trying to say, well, I never mentioned his name once, like nobody knew who she was talking about. Come on. I mean, people aren't stupid.
Project Storytime. Rakita. Is that like Cecil? Is Cecil? Cecil. It's Cecil, right?
Cecil.
It's Cecil. And that's right. And that's right. It's funny how some people never grow out of junior high drama.
Yeah. Pardon me. Do you have some great poupon?
But of course. Dun 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 dun. Cecil has a cartoon out now. Excellent. That's excellent. Believe all women. No, do not believe all women. Believing all women is bad.
Believe in evidence.
Believe in evidence. They're calling believe all women science now. It's science to believe all women. It's science to believe everything the government tells you. It's science to think that these people that are in these movies are gods among men instead of regular everyday people. It's science to entrust with them the political fortunes of this country. Instead of voting yourself, you need to just turn all your rights over to them and let them make those decisions for you because they know better than you do. That is being called science now, kids.
Obey, consume.
Obey, consume. And why?
Comply.
And the real problem is real victims of actual abuse, both men and women, are getting the shaft.
Yeah, that's why I said believe evidence. Don't believe stories. Don't believe he said, she said. Get actual evidence. That's why so many people get railroaded and whatnot. I mean, Vic Manana, tried in the court of public opinion, and it's just, it needs to stop.
And Chris Persia, the wrench of wrenches. I suppose it's also science to believe their truth as opposed to the truth. Psychodorf 9 with $5 super chat. Start shit, then glories in the chaos. Sounds like my first wife, but with more drags. Thank you so very much, Psychodorf 9, for that $5 super chat. You guys, keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright. And this one is just for you, brother. Skull!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Project Storytime says, believe all women except for Amber's former PA, who said before the court how terrible she is. Don't believe her. Amber Turd, problem.
Yeah.
Daryl the Derelict, what planet do these people live on? Science is not believe all women in government. Who really benefits from that? The people telling you to do that. That's who benefits from it.
Honestly, it started out from a good place. I mean, women in Hollywood were pretty much treated as chattel for forever. I mean, I'm not saying that didn't happen, because it did. I mean, there's just so many bad individuals in that system going for so many years, but you can't just flop it around and just all of a sudden any accusation that's made is believed. You can't do that. You have got to have evidence. And there was plenty of evidence against the Weinsteins and the different people, that have been taken down. And that's all fine and good, but you just can't let it totally flop the other way to where an accusation can destroy somebody just because some woman was slighted or thought she was slighted by somebody. That's pretty much, just basically taking their word for anything. You can't do that. There's got to be evidence. It's got to be corroborated, and it's got to go forward from there. You just can't cancel somebody on accusations.
No, you can't. Absolutely not. There have been multiple productions of all of this from Amber, that Amber is just, Amber was just a perfect little angel. Amber didn't do anything wrong. All Johnny, he made all this shit. She even threatened him and said, no one's going to believe you, Johnny. Nobody's going to believe you when you tell them that I hit you. Nobody's going to believe you when you tell them this. Big bad Johnny got beat up by a girl. And, I mean, can anyone say total absolute cunt?
Well, good thing he got a lot of that on tape.
And he did. He got all of it on tape. When science becomes the cornerstone of propaganda, it is no longer science, but a caveman's tool. It's guessing. You don't have to follow evidence. You don't have to present evidence. You don't have to prove your case. You just have to be a victim.
All you got to have is an accusation. No proof, just an accusation.
That's all you have to do. That's it. Why do anything else? Why do anything else if you can get your way just being a victim? We've talked about how powerful victimhood can be. We've talked about how powerful they can make something happen just by being a victim. How much money they can make just by being a victim. Amber Heard, until recently, was still employed by Warner Brothers. And none of that was going to change because of what was going on with Johnny Depp. Even though they told Johnny Depp, you're getting removed from Fantastic Beasts, they paid him to step away from that movie because they said, you're going to ruin the movie. All this bad press, you're an absolute horrible person. You're going to ruin the movie.
Yeah, and who did they put in there? Ezra Miller?
Oh, Ezra Miller's in The Flash.
Well, he's
Oh, yeah, Ezra Miller is in Fantastic Beasts, but he's been in there from the very beginning too.
yeah, but what I'm saying is
They kept him.
they kept him with all the baggage he has.
That's right. Something does not add up here, ladies and gentlemen. Something does not weigh equally on the scales. You see, justice is blind for a reason. She holds scales for a reason.
And the sad part about it is there are victims out there now that are being just glossed over and everything because of what's happening with these high-profile cases. It's some actual victims are getting lost in the cracks, and you know they're not getting justice because of this kind of crap.
That's right.
The boy who cried wolf. Or the
Chris Persia, Dave Bob is correct. Ezra Miller's character was effectively killed in the first Fantastic Beasts movie, but he keeps coming back. Yeah, Daryl the Daryl, like he can probably scissor. Yes. Yes, absolutely. He can probably scissor. This will not be going away. This has been going on for 2 years. It's been on multiple channels. People have talked about it all the time. I don't normally talk about this topic because what's happening with Johnny Depp, I see this continuing. This will be continuing to go on and on and on. People are going to come out of the woodwork screaming their rees. The little blue-haired Landwells, the Chetmarks are going to come out, read about all of this shit, and come out. And Johnny's so horrible. Amber's so sweet. Amby's just trying to get by. You know, a big city girl in a big world trying to get by. And Johnny was the mean man, the mean man. And it's just been absolutely nonsensical the way these people act, the way these people throw fits, the way these people treat other people if they have anything to say about this that they do not like. No, I do not believe so. It's not going to matter.
no.
They were gonna. Warner Brothers said we were gonna remove his contract. We were just waiting for the last court episode to be over before they did it because they didn't want the optics of taking it away from him before he was given a fair shake. Even though she was playing buddy and sucky with the judge in that take. People want to be part of the trends. They want their 15 seconds of fame riding a wave that they didn't start and will drown them out soon enough. Absolutely, positively right. Punkwaddle. So, no, sir, you are absolutely positively right. It's one of the reasons why I have not talked about this a lot. This is big this week, though, so I wanted to give my take. I won't be coming back to this over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If someone wants to cover this over and over and over again, that is their call.
Yeah.
I was just not,
This is high drama. People love high drama.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is high drama. This is what people want to talk about. This is what people want to hear. So. At the end of the day, do you think that he's going to have any kind of career after this?
No, he's pretty much, his career is pretty much toast. It's over for him, but it should be over for her too. I mean, honestly, like I said, she's a mediocre talent at best, and she's a harpy at worst.
But she's gonna get her due, and it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. Does Johnny need to make a comeback? He's worked with Polanski, Oliver Stone, and been a franchise face. Don't forget, what's his name? Tim Burton. Fucking huge Tim Burton supporter. He's worked with Tim for decades.
Well, he's got enough money to kick back and never work again. There's no doubt about that. And hopefully this right here will pretty much bury her. I hope he gets the judgment against her. Oh, that would be sweet.
I think she will still play the victim. She will still play the victim. She will still be still be getting movie roles. She's going to play the victim. And they'll give it to her. They'll give it to her at least for the next decade. They'll still hand her roles because she's a victim.
Yeah, but why?
And it's controversial to hire her. And right now out there, I'm sure there are 2 or 3 dozen Gilmore Girls writing room supporters that would love to scissor me some timbers with Amber Heard. They come out of the woodwork. And they go smash, boom. Thank you, Josh. I just noticed that. Guys, we are out of here. That is the show for this morning. There will not be a show tonight. I'm out of commission. Mike is overloaded with tax stuff. So we will be back next Friday night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time to do the late show with Loki and Mexican Iron Man. I want a big thank you to Dave Bob for being here today. Thank you, absolutely, brother. Thank you for being here. Big thank you to the moderators in chat this morning. You had to deal with some shit that you normally don't have to deal with. You guys did absolutely excellent. Thank you guys for being here. And all of you, thank you. Thank all of you for being here, hanging out with me and Dave Bob this morning. And yeah, Shellback, scissor me timbers. You guys take care. Be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And I will see you guys Monday, probably. Yes, Monday. So take care, everybody.
Have a great day, folks.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.
Scissor me timbers!